Okay, here we are, another glorious and frigid weekday morning, and it's pretty early as I've become of late habitual in doing. I'm talking to you as I'm getting ready for work or just before that, prior to that. I want to remind everybody that continue to remain conscious and engaged, leaving the blinders off, and of what we are about, Gorilla with a Cause, what we're really about. And we don't want to get that lost. It's not just a cool logo. It's not just something that we like to tout. It's in the things that we do every day, and it's in the little things. The devil's in the details. So, in case you guys have forgotten or you haven't heard me say it before, I have said it before, but you might not have caught it or given it the weight that it merits, is that when you get up every morning, my challenge to you as a member of Gorilla with a Cause, as a family member, my challenge to you, or my charge to you, is and I do the same thing, and we all fall short. We already all know this, right? So nobody's better than anybody else. Everybody's just trying to be the best version of themselves they can be, trying to improve. Every morning when you get up, to remind yourself of the 5 random acts of kindness that we should all strive to carry out through the course of every day. It's only 5. It's not that many. It's not many. When you get up in the morning, and I do, and I'm guilty of it slipping my mind, so, it can get by you if you don't stay on top of it and stay in your lane and stay focused. 5 random acts of kindness. So when you get up in the morning, set that as your goal for the day. Don't neglect to consider that as soon as you get up, and that's actually going to help to put you in the right frame of mind to kick off your day. Maybe you got to go out into the traffic and deal with people who are not always very polite, who are not always very considerate, or at least they don't come across that way to you. And maybe you get irritated or aggravated, having to navigate your way through these folks on your way to work, maybe on your way home. But just try to remember that throughout the course of today, you want to try and find opportunities where you can commit 5 random acts of kindness to 5 strangers. And these random acts of kindness don't have to be anything huge, although there are no small acts. There are no small actions. You don't know the weight that something can carry with another person. You can't speak for the other person. You can only speak and consider your interpretation. You really can't impose that on somebody else. You can't dominate someone else, someone else's digestion or perception of a life experience. But you can put positivity out there, good energy. Okay, so start your day off with that in mind. There's 5 random acts of kindness you need to commit throughout the course of today. It's only 5. That's very seemingly easy until you hold yourself accountable and make yourself do it every single day. And you'll find that it takes effort in this world. It doesn't come just naturally. And yeah, most of us, the kind of people that we are fairly kind people anyway. So I'm going to hold the door for people anyway. I'm going to try to help out where I can anyway. But whatever level you're at, you want to put 5 more in there. 5 that you normally may not have considered for that day. So that means, it can be anything from holding the door for someone. People don't even seem to hold the door hardly anymore. Some places you go, some areas in particular, that I go, people, they don't even hold a door for the next person anymore. They don't even consider it. They're in such a rush and a hurry, and they're so in their, they have their blinders on, and they have this tunnel vision, and that's how they move through the world. That's no way to live. Remain available. Make yourself available to humanity, to your brothers and sisters around you. Take the blinders off. Don't let them, you got to stay on top of that. So even if it's something as simple as just holding a door for someone when you otherwise may not think to, okay, that can be one. Or you see an infirm person, an elderly person that's struggling, or anyone that's struggling, and maybe they just are trying to get their groceries to the car. So you take an extra couple of minutes. How long will it take? Maybe you take an extra couple of minutes and you offer to carry that bag for that person, help that person. And be helpful and be pleasant and be unassuming, but also not threatening, non-threatening, open and kind. Let that come across, let that shine. Share that of yourself. It can be, that could be one. It can be yielding the right of way to someone, making eye contact, saying, oh, go ahead, letting them go. It can be when they cross the street where you could rush through, but instead you're going to take your time and let them go ahead and go, which you should do anyway, but not everybody does. So any instance you have the opportunity to be aware and commit a random act of kindness, you want to try and shoot for committing 5 of those a day. Just 5, that's all. Does that sound like it's like an insurmountable task that it's just so huge that it can't be accomplished? But you'll be surprised. If you do this every day, it will become second nature to you. And this is how you'll conduct yourself, through the world, just out of reflex. It makes you more aware and holds you accountable. And you will be surprised if you do this. I promise you, in a week's time, in 5 days, a working week's time for most people, you will see a difference. You'll see a difference, and it will improve the quality of your life. Sounds like bullshit, right? Sounds like a bunch of metaphysical, crap, but it's not. I guarantee you it's not. If you do it, your life will be improved and enhanced. Within 5 days, you'll realize it. You will see it. So, as always, I tell you the proof is in the pudding. Try it yourself. Do it yourself. And then tell me I'm wrong. Because I don't think you'll tell me I'm wrong if you actually give it a try. So let's try and remain on top of that. Every day, 5 random acts of kindness. Every day to strangers. 1 each. So it's just 5 people you're going to interact with in a way you otherwise might not. And you're just going to commit at least just 1 random act of kindness per person. Find 5 opportunities in the day. It pays, and it comes back to you. You put that out, you collect it around you, positive energy. You attract that to you when you put it out there. So let's try to remain aware of that, and it's a good way to kick the day off. It kind of sets everything in place. It's like just starts everything off on the right mentality and the right foot, the right philosophy. If you think of that in the morning, it actually makes you feel good to stop and consider it. So I suggest you try it. It's good for you, and it's good for the world. It's good for everybody. All right, so good luck. 5 random acts of kindness every day. It's just part of what we do. It's just an exercise. It's about much, much, much more than just lifting weights.